Hello everyone. Hope you all are good and hope that you have been watching all the previous lectures on regular basis. As you all know, we are doing chapter 2 from part 2, which is accounting for debentures. Previous to this, we have completed accounting for share capital, the very first chapter from part 2. I request you all to please ignore the sound appearing in background. You obviously know the reasons about the same. So this is the sixth lecture since we have started this chapter, and in today's lecture what we are going to understand, what we are going to learn is firstly conversion of debentures into shares. That simply means that debentures will be converted into shares. About this topic we will be solving illustration 23, which is given on page number 106 in your textbook. And the second topic that we are going to understand is redemption of debentures by different considerations and a sum of similar kind, which is illustration 24 and which is given on page number 108. Okay, so the first topic that we have chosen for today is conversion of debentures into shares. Yes? This is given on page number 106 itself, previous to illustration 23. Sorry. Yes. Conversion of debentures into shares. This is a method of redemption of debentures where debentures can be redeemed by the issue of shares in lieu of debentures. As per the terms of the issue of debentures, a company can issue its equity or preference shares in lieu of debentures to the debenture holders. See, firstly, what is a debenture? Debenture is a liability for the company. That simply means the amount of debentures is to be returned to the debenture holders after 2 years, 3 years, 5 years as per the agreement in the debenture. Yes, and we have learned different situations for that. We have also learned the journal entries about redemption of debentures. Yes, that what is the journal entry for returning the amount of debentures. Yes, and we have learned the journal entry for the payment of amount to debenture holders. Try to recall that. What was the journal entry for the payment of amount to debenture holders? It is debenture account debit to debenture holders account. Sometimes it is also premium on redemption of debentures. Yes, debenture account debit, premium on redemption of debentures account debit to debenture holders account. Yes. And what is the journal entry for the payment of amount to debenture holders? It is debenture holders to bank. But here, instead of the payment of amount, equity shares are given. That means debentures are converted into equity share or preference share. So journal entries for this are presented here, the two journal entries. First one is, like I said, debenture account debit to debenture holders account. This is the journal entry when the amount of payment becomes due for debenture holders. That means the company is supposed to pay. And when the amount is paid, it is debenture holders to bank. But instead of that, it is equity share capital and preference share capital here. Yes, because the debentures have been converted into equity share or preference share. Rest of the journal entries for its issue, for different situations, everything remains same. Just the difference is, the change is in the last journal entry at the time of payment. Alright. So let us see the illustration based on this. It says Prakhar Limited issued 8,007.5% convertible debentures of rupees 200 each at par as on April 1st, 2014. As per the terms of issue of debentures, all the debentures will be converted into shares after 4 years, and for this, one equity share of rupees 10 each will be issued at a premium of 25% against each debenture. As per the agreed terms, all the debentures are converted into shares as on April 1st, 2018. Write necessary journal entries in the books of company. Let us understand the question firstly. The company has issued 8,007.5% convertible debentures. Convertible debentures means what? The debentures will be converted into shares. What is the face value? 200. Each at par. The debenture has been issued at par. What type of debenture? Convertible debenture. And as per the terms of issue of debentures, the debentures will be converted into shares after 4 years. And for this, company will be giving one equity share of rupees 10 each at a premium of 25%. 25% is the amount of premium. Yes? So what is 25% first of all of 10 rupees? Is 2.5. Here the calculation has been given. See, total amount received on issue of debentures. 8,000 into 200. Of course, the face value of debenture is rupees 200. So 16 lakh is received. Now debenture is a liability. That simply means that whenever the amount of debenture will be returned, yes, 16 lakh rupees are to be returned. Simple calculation. But instead of that, these debentures will be converted into equity shares instead of the payment. So, the number of shares, equity shares, should be equal to the amount of 16 lakh. Yes? And they say that the company will issue an equity share of rupees 10 at a premium of 2.5. That means 12.5 rupees. So, for the payment of 16 lakh debentures, how many shares of rupees 12.5 should be issued? Yes? So, number of equity shares to be issued against debentures. 16 lakh divided by 12.5. So, 1,28,000 shares. The company will have to issue 1,28,000 shares against the debentures of rupees 16 lakh. Yes, because these are the convertible debentures. Let us write down the journal entries for this now. Journal entries in the books of company. On 1/4/2014, bank account debit 16 lakh to debentures application and allotment account 16 lakh again. Being receipt of application money on 8,000 debentures of rupees 200 each. Obviously, 200 rupees have been received. The debenture has been issued at 200 rupees. Now the amount of debentures application and allotment will be transferred to debentures account. Yes, so debenture application and allotment account debit to 7.5% debentures account. 16 lakh. Alright. See, these journal entries are for the issue of debentures, and now the journal entry for redemption of debentures. 7.5% debentures account debit. You can see the date, it is 1/4/2018. After 4 years. The debentures have been issued in 2014 and are returned after 4 years. Yes? How much amount is to be given to debenture holders? 16 lakh of course. So 7.5% debentures account debit 16 lakh. To debenture holders account 16 lakh. Debenture holders are the creditors of the company and hence debenture holders account is to be credited. Now on the same date, the journal entry for payment of amount. So what is the case here? It is different. You cannot simply write it down as debenture holders account debit to bank account. No, you cannot do that. Why? Because the debentures are converted into equity shares. The amount is not paid. So firstly, debenture holders account debit 16 lakh. 16 lakh rupees are to be given to debenture holders. What is given instead? Equity shares. 1,28,000 equity shares are to be given, which is of 10 rupees and has a premium of 2.5 rupees. And you know very well the amount of premium is to be separately credited to securities premium reserve account. And hence the last journal entry for this becomes debenture holders account debit 16 lakh to equity share capital account 12 lakh 80,000 to securities premium reserve account 3 lakh 20,000. Now if we are talking about 1 lakh 28,000 equity shares, where did this come from? We've understood the calculation for that here. That total amount paid to be paid to the debenture holders is 16 lakh, and instead of that the shares are issued. How many shares? 1,28,000 shares. One share is of rupees 10 and is issued at a premium of 25%. So 12.5. So here in the fourth journal entry, rupees 10 in equity share capital and 2.5 in securities premium reserve account. Alright. So first three journal entries, if you have seen, they are similar to the previous sums. There was a change only in the last journal entry. And with this, we complete this illustration. Yes? So let us move on towards the next topic for the day. It is redemption of debentures by different considerations. Firstly, redemption is returning the amount of debentures. Yes? You have to return the amount of debentures. How do you return? You pay the amount through bank. Yes, the amount will be paid. But there are different considerations other than this. That means the cash paid. Except to this, there are other options even. Yes, and that we are going to understand in today's lecture. Yes. So we have illustration 24 about the same. And in this illustration itself, we can easily understand the redemption of debentures by different considerations. That means many a times, instead of giving cash, instead of returning cash, the company will give new debentures, company will give equity shares in exchange, company will give preference shares. Yes, that type of sum it is. Alright. So, on 1st January 2014, it is illustration 24 and it is given on page number 108. I have mentioned the page numbers in the very beginning of this lecture. Yes, on page number 108. So starting with illustration 24. Not to worry. The question seems to be large, but the sum is very easy and interesting. On 1st of January 2014, RKP Limited issued 30,000 9% debentures of rupees 100 each. 30,000 9% debentures have been issued. One debenture is of rupees 100. According to the terms of the issue of debentures, the debentures were to be redeemed at 5% premium. What is 5% of 100 rupees? It is 105 rupees. By giving 6 months notice at any time after 5 years. Company has issued 30,000 debentures. One debenture is of rupees 100 and the amount of debentures should be returned after 5 years. Any time after 5 years by giving 6 months notice. So the debentures have been issued at rupees 100 but will be returned along with premium. So 105 rupees will be returned. So what kind of situation is this? Issued at par, redeemable at premium. Yes? We have understood this. We have solved a short sum of this kind. The redemption was to be made by cash, by issue of new shares, or by issue of new debentures as per the option to be exercised by the debenture holders. Now what happens is, the company is giving 3 options to the debenture holders. That you accept cash, in return after 5 years, or you accept new shares, or you accept new debentures. Yes? Now it depends which option is selected by the debenture holders. Yes? On 1st of March 2019, the company issued the required notice to the debenture holders for the redemption of the debentures. The company gave 3 options for the redemption of debentures on 1st September 2019. See, debentures were issued in 2014 were redeemable after 5 years. So on 1st March 1/3/2019, company gave notice and company gave 3 options on 1/9/2019, that is after 6 months. Yes, 6 months prior notice was to be given. So on 1/9/2019, the options have been given to the debenture holders by the company that the amount will be paid in cash. Second, equity shares of rupees 10 each will be issued at 12 rupees. Third, new 8% debentures of rupees 100 each will be issued at a price of 96 per debenture. Now company has given 3 options that you accept cash, you accept new equity shares, you accept new debentures. Now let us see which debenture holder is accepting what. Holders of 9,000 debentures accepted equity shares. Holders of 12,000 debentures accepted new debentures. And the rest of debenture holders opted for cash as consideration. So total debenture holders are 30,000, out of which 9,000 have accepted equity shares. 12 have accepted new debentures. 12,000 plus 9,000 is 21,000. So out of 30 minus 21, so remaining is 9,000. That means 9,000 have opted for cash. Yes? With the assumption that company has fulfilled the provisions of Companies Act and SEBI guidelines, write the necessary journal entries to record the above transactions in the books of company. So we have to write down the journal entries, and let us begin. The very first journal entry, of course, about the issue of debentures. And what type of debentures are this? Debentures which have been issued at par and are redeemable at premium. Debentures issued at par and redeemable at premium. Yes? So the very first journal entry on 1st of January 2014, it says bank account debit 30 lakh to debentures application and allotment account 30 lakh. Application money received on 30,000 debentures. 30,000 into 100, the face value. Second journal entry for transferring the amount of debenture application and allotment to debentures account. But an additional thing shown here is the amount of premium to be paid at the time of redemption. A sum of this kind we have already done in the previous lectures. So firstly, debenture application and allotment account debit 30 lakh. Loss on issue of debentures account debit. Here we are talking about the 5 rupees premium that is to be paid at the time of redemption. So 30,000 into 5 gives you 1,50,000. Debenture application and allotment account debit 30 lakh. Loss on issue of debentures account debit 1,50,000. To 9% debentures account 30 lakh. To premium on redemption of debentures account 1,50,000. 9% debentures is our liability, and also premium on redemption of debentures is our liability, because while returning the amount, you are supposed to pay 100 rupees of debenture and 5 rupees of premium. So both of these are a liability. Yes? There is no need of explaining this journal entry again and again, as I have previously explained this in the sums in previous lectures. So then, moving towards the next journal entry, 9% debenture account debit 30 lakh, premium on redemption of debentures account debit 1,50,000, 30 lakh of debenture and 1,50,000 of premium are to be given to whom? To debenture holders. So what is the total amount to be given to debenture holders? It is 31,50,000 rupees. So rupees 31,50,000 is to be given to the debenture holders, which are 30,000. Which are for 30,000 debentures. Yes? So till now there was no change in the journal entries, and if you are solving a sum normally, then the next journal entry should be simply debenture holders to bank 31,50,000. But no, there is a change here. The next journal entry is about the person who accepts, the debenture holders who accept equity shares, and there are 9,000 debenture holders, such debenture holders. Yes, they accept equity shares. Yes, so the journal entry for that is given on 1st of September 2019. We need to understand the explanation firstly. You have several working notes. Out of that, the first working note we are going to understand right now. See, the amount payable to holders of 9,000 debentures at the time of redemption. See, 9,000 debenture holders have accepted the equity shares. Yes? So the equity shares are of course to be given in proportion to the amount which is actually payable to them by the company. So 9,000 into 105, 100 rupees of debenture, 5 rupees of premium. So to the debenture holders of 9,000 debentures, total amount to be paid at the time of redemption is 9,40,000. Now instead of accepting cash, they have accepted new equity shares. So we need to find out that how many equity shares are to be given to them against the amount of 9,45,000. So they say that equity shares are issued at rupees 12. Of course, 10 rupees for the share and 2 rupees of premium. So how many shares are to be given in exchange of the amount of 9,45,000? It is 78,750. 9,45,000 divided by 12. 78,750 equity shares. Yes? So now we can understand the journal entry. Debenture holders account debit. How much amount is to be given to them? 9,45,000. How? 9,000 into 105. So instead of that, shares are given. So 2 equity share capital account, 7,87,500. This is 9,000 into 10. Sorry, not 9,000 into 10. It is 78,750 into 10. Yes, how many shares? 78,750. What is the face value? 10 rupees. So 78,750 into 10. And also 2 rupees premium. 2 securities premium account, 78,750 into 2 gives you 1,57,500. The premium is to be separately credited to securities premium account always. Yes? So holders of 9,000 debentures have been given equity shares of rupees 10 with premium rupees 2. So the matter of 9,000 debenture holders ends here. Now talking about the next condition. They say holders of 12,000 debentures accepted new 8% debentures. Yes? What is the condition of new 8% debentures? The third condition, 8% debentures of 100 each will be issued at a price of 96. So there is discount allowed in the issue of new debentures. 100 rupees wala debenture at rupees 96. And 12,000 debentures have accepted new debentures, 8% new debentures. So let us see the calculation for this first and then we'll see the journal entry. The amount payable at the time of redemption to holders of 12,000 debentures. I am reading the second working note. See, firstly, 12,000 into 105. Because 105 rupees is to be given at the time of redemption. So to the holders of 12,000 debentures, total 12,60,000 rupees are to be given. Instead of this, new debentures are issued, and the price of which is 96 rupees after a discount. So how many new debentures are to be given against the amount payable 12,60,000? 12,60,000 by 96. So 13,125 debentures are to be given in exchange of 12,60,000 rupees. Yes, at rupees 96. Let us understand the journal entry for this. Yes, debenture holders account debit 12,60,000. How? 13,125 into 96. Now obviously you know there is a discount of rupees 4. So discount is an expense. Hence it has been debited. Discount on debentures account debit 52,500. How? 13,125 into 4. Finally to 8% debentures account 13,12,500. Yes? Debentures is a liability. New debentures have been given. So, to 8% debentures account. Yes? Next and last journal entry is about the payment in cash. I have already explained how it is 9,000. See, firstly, out of 30,000, holders of 9,000 debentures have accepted equity shares. Further, holders of 12,000 debentures have accepted new debentures. So 12 plus 9 is 21. Out of 30,000 debentures, 21,000 debenture holders have been settled. And they say remaining have accepted cash. Yes? So remaining is how much? Is 9,000. 9,000 have accepted. Let us see the calculation. Yes. 105 rupees simply. So 9,45,000. And the simple journal entry for which is debenture holders account debit. The last journal entry I am reading on 1st September 2019, 1919. Debenture holders account debit to bank account 9,45,000. And that's all. Here we complete this illustration also. And let us see what is your homework for today. Of course, illustration 23 and 24 and sum number 28 and 29 from exercise given on page number 115. Yes, we are almost done with this chapter. We'll have one more lecture about the same and then we'll be completely done with this chapter. And soon we'll be starting with a new chapter. Yes, so please go through all the lectures properly and we'll see you in the next lecture. Till then, stay home, stay safe and study well.